Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. You know, change is a very funny phenomenon. It's a very interesting phenomenon too. Because change can be assured. You can assure a community, you can assure a country towards change. You can push a country towards change. You can ensure that you guide a country towards change. You can ensure that you confuse a country and bring about change. Change is a very funny phenomenon. Anyway, I'm going to talk about change, but I'm going to talk about change in the statue of Lady of Justice. Lady of Justice, court ka statue. The change in that Lady of Justice. In fact, let's get right into the show and talk about it. So, Lady of Justice is used to be, if you remember, very colonial. She used to wear a gown, which then the picture is right there on your screen. She used to wear a gown. She used to be blindfolded. She used to be blindfolded because the idea was, I do not see. It doesn't matter who is in front of me. I will deliver justice. That was the concept of blindfolded. She was blindfolded. She would hold that weighing scale. She would hold a weighing scale and she would have a sword. So primarily, that was the symbol of Lady of Justice. That symbol has changed. The government says, listen, you know what, why should we be colonial? Why should we be colonial in our look? It's a very colonial look. She's wearing a gown and she's clearly a Western lady. And it was changed. The blindfold was removed. To my understanding, what that says, to my understanding, is that now justice is not blind anymore. They will see who is being judged and who is the person who is standing in front of the justice system is what I believe. That is the first observation of mine. The second observation of mine is the sword has been removed and there is a book, there is a constitution that she is holding. There is constitution, the book of constitution that she is holding. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And no longer is she a Western lady, but she looks like a Devi. She looks like an Indian deity. She looks like a goddess. She's wearing a crown, she's wearing sari and so it's the goddess of justice from a Lady of Justice that's the way I have seen it. And this goddess of justice first knows who she is judging. So it's not blind. It's not justice without seeing the person. It is justice after well knowing who the person is. So that also is what I understand about this particular symbol. Now, I was speaking to you about change and I tell you why I was speaking to you about change. Because these changes are happening very frequently. Chota changes. But I believe all these changes leading into something. All these changes are leading to something. You see, if there has been a change in Supreme Court, new flag, there's new flag for Supreme Court that was launched in September 2024. The Supreme Court flag, which was unveiled by the President of India, has the Ashoka Chakra. The Supreme Court flag has, you can see it on your screen, has the Supreme Court building, the Constitution book. And also a phrase from the Mahabharata where it says, Yato Dharmasto Jaya, which means that where there is dharma, there is victory. So, a phrase from the Mahabharata, the Constitution, the Supreme Court building, blue in color, and that's how the new, and of course the Ashoka Chakra, that's how our new symbol of Supreme Court, the flag of Supreme Court looks. Now, if you remember, July 2022, our Prime Minister had changed even the Ashoka Stambha. There are those four lines, but there are actually 3 lines are normally visible. The 4th is always hidden. It's 3 lines, but actually it's 4 lines. And of course, these 4 lines, the change was that these 4 lines were not the calm, beautiful, peace-loving lines that it used to be before, but a very aggressive lines that was constituted outside the Parliament building. by the Prime Minister, 2022. A lot of people criticize, saying that why so aggressive? Kyun? Has India turned from non-violence to aggression? Have we turned? Are we different now? The Prime Minister says, no, we have done our research and that's how it is. Change, I told you, change. At times it's ushered, at times we are pushed. At times we are confused as to, have we changed? This is part of it. Now, lot of other things that has happened. Sengol in the parliament. The inauguration of parliament was more than constitution, more than democracy, more than everything else. I think the Sengol took the center stage. The Sengol, which was a concept of power which was brought in by sages from south of India, from Tamil Nadu to be precise. Sengol took the center stage. Change again, which one really didn't know why it was happening, but all the same. You see, another point I wanted to talk to you about is PM gifts replica, to foreign dignitaries. He has gifted a replica of Ram temple to Macron in Jan 2024. He gifted a replica of the Ram temple. And, foreign leaders visiting Gujarat used to be presented with Siddhi Sayyiddin Ni Jali and the Taj Mahal earlier on. But now the Prime Minister presents copies of Bhagavad Gita to such guests. This is what the Union Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, said, asserting that whenever BJP was formed a government, it has worked to promote the Indian culture to the world. Now, he said that in earlier times, if visiting foreign leaders came to Gujarat, they would be presented with replicas of Siddhi Sayyiddin Jali and Taj Mahal. Nothing wrong with that, but one gets lots of satisfaction these days when Narendra Bhai gives copies of Bhagavad Gita to such guests. This is what Mr. Shah actually said. Chalo, let us try and understand. Ye sab ho gaya. His story I have told you. Now let's try and understand. Where and how is this problem? Let's start from the last story. You see, the Prime Minister gives Bhagavad Gita. Very good. Now, what happens is, you see, in a democracy, especially in a democracy like us, where we still are a secular country, what happens is each of us has our role. As a journalist, if I were to gift a book or I were to talk about a subject, I would gift a book about current affairs. I would gift a book about infrastructure of India. That is what I would give, because that's what I am dealing with. The Prime Minister of India is the head of administration. He is head of India. He is head of every Indian. He is supposed to be representing every Indian. He is supposed to be representing a Sikh as much as he is supposed to be representing a Hindu, as much as he is supposed to be representing a Muslim, as much as he is supposed to be representing a Christian. So I would believe that a Prime Minister of India would rather gift a book like Discovery of India to a visiting dignitary. And there are people like Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev. Let him distribute Mahabharata. Of course, he has all the right to distribute Mahabharata. Bhagavad Gita, very good. He should be promoting religion. That's his job. The concept of a secular democracy is that each of us has our job. The state is different to religion. Religion is different to state. Promotion of any religion is not wrong. Very good. Promote. Good. Promote your religion. But let the right people do that. When the Shankaracharya says that, listen, if politician enters religion, then religious people will enter politics. He said that. Was he wrong? Was he wrong? Let the Shankaracharya go and distribute Bhagavad Gita not only in India. Let them go and distribute across the globe. As Hindus, let us promote it. Good, very nice. Let him do it. Because that's what his job is. Isn't that how change is ushered? If you want to promote Hinduism, let people who are assigned, trained, understand Hinduism better than most of us, whose job is to promote Hinduism, go and promote Hinduism. Isn't that how one would like to see it? Number one. Number two, when a Prime Minister of India gives something to another Prime Minister, that symbolism of gift, shouldn't that be representing the entire India? While as a Hindu, I am very proud of Ram Temple, but is that representing every Indian? Is the temple representing every Indian? And therefore, are we taking privilege in saying that, listen, majority hai, ye majority ko represent karta hai, take this is our symbol. So, is our symbol of India the symbol of the majority of India? As in, are we a majoritarian country therefore? Have we decided that? Has the change already happened? That's the question I want to ask tonight. That's the question I want to ask tonight. You see, when I go to a court, and now we've seen that often. Yesterday my story was a judge said that, okay, so what? How is religious sentiment hurt if somebody goes and says Jai Shri Ram in a mosque? This is what a judge said yesterday. That was my story yesterday. And today I am coming and reporting to you that, today our flag, Supreme Court flag has changed, and there are phrases from the Mahabharata. Our statue of justice has changed, and she now looks more like a Hindu deity than what it was earlier on. Have we already changed to a Hindu Rashtra? That's what I'm confused. Have we already changed? Are we now assuming that this is it? Baba, this is how it is. Have we changed? Or are we still a country that belongs to everybody, every Indian? Because if that's what it is, symbolically, that's not how we are slowly but steadily changing, representing ourselves. Our Prime Minister is giving temple replicas. Our Prime Minister is giving Bhagavad Gita to foreign dignitaries. Our Supreme Court now looks different. The flag is having phrases from Hindu texts. To my mind, our Lady of Justice now looks like a Hindu deity. So is that what we are? Then we should be very clear, this is what we are. We have changed, Baba. Like it or not, we have changed. We are Hindu Rashtra. Say it overtly. Say it. Let's be very clear about it. And then if that is the case, then I'm sorry I did that editorial yesterday where a judge said that it's okay if you shout Jai Shri Ram in a mosque. It is okay if a judge from the same Karnataka High Court says that this is Pakistan, because maybe it's a Muslim dominated area in Bangalore. It's okay. Because theek hai na, that is what we are. All I am saying is let me know. Let me know if this country has changed. Let me know if this country has changed so that I start understanding that I no longer live in a secular country. I think as a citizen of this country, I deserve to know. And that's what I would ask from the authority who is changing symbolically one thing after another. Till I see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10 o'clock. But before that, thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much for your contribution for our Maharashtra effort, our Maharashtra elections. We're on the job. We're going to get you stories. We've already started it. We're going to get you more stories on Maharashtra. But we got every penny that we asked for. And thank you. Please don't send any more money. We have enough. You've sent us the money. And that's good enough for us to do our show. So thank you so much. Please do not send any more money. And I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And till I see you next time, that's tomorrow at 10.
Stay ahead with our cutting edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.
Thank you.